Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel. It's our final day at Vijaynagar and we are ready to make the most of it. But first, we took advantage of a beautiful sunny morning to clean our bikes and our riding gears before we head out for the day. After we are done cleaning our bikes and gears, we took a bath and went towards the dining room to have our breakfast. While everyone was getting dressed, I shot a few videos and pictures of the surroundings before we headed out to explore the nearby places. Though the bikes and our gears were clean, we got a little late to start our ride as we couldn't wake up early from partying the night before. Our plan for the day was to ride to Mazgaon and then to Preetnagar, which is the last village in Vijaynagar circle. It was almost afternoon by the time we started, but little did we know the route was full of water crossings and off-road with big boulders where mostly tractors and 4x4s are used to transport goods and people. We stopped by at a roadside shop in Fafarbari to buy some snacks and drinks for the road, as we knew the route we were heading to has none and it's gonna be a long day. We crossed the same bridge on Nodhin river like the day before, which you can see in my previous video, and then ride towards Tuhat village playground, from where we had to take a different route. And we reached Tuhat village playground. Unaware of the route, we saw a woman sitting on her porch and approached her to ask for the directions. In these 2 days, we learned that Vijaynagar is a place where you need to stay for at least a few days. There were many places like these where you could just lay on the grass doing nothing, soaking in the sun, enjoying the view. To all the motorbiking lovers, Vijaynagar should definitely be on your bucket list. You're gonna love it, but make it soon, cause once the roads and development reaches this part of the country, the real adventure and true essence of the place might be gone. Riding forward, we encountered the first water crossing of the day, which was quite a long one. We stopped to assess the condition. There was a hanging bridge for the pedestrians, and our pillions took the bridge to cross to the other side while we ride one after another.
Raw adventure. Raw adventure.
Sanjay took the lead while we wait for our turn. The starting section was a bit tricky as the flow was strong and a little deep. Not to mention, the water was ice cold. I was second in queue and struggling a little, to be honest, but the X-Pulse definitely made it much easier considering its high ground clearance and lightweight. The stones were quite big and slippery, and we were not in our riding gears, so we had to ride very carefully. Akash started off nicely, but somehow his tire slipped and took a fall, but it wasn't major. Abhik rushed to help him with his bike, and with a little push, he too made it to the other side. Our shoes and socks were drenched in water, so we took a quick stop to drain it off. Took out the spare tools to adjust the clutch of Abhik's bike while Sunny was busy capturing the moment, and we were in full spirit to take on the obstacles ahead and continue our journey. For those who love to travel off the beaten track, Vijaynagar is a paradise where beautiful countryside, cool air and earthy scents create the perfect backdrop for a ride. and then the road became narrower with huge boulders and stones. The fact that we were riding with pillion made it a little more challenging for the bikes to push through this terrain, so at places they had to get down and march on foot. We came across a local who informed us that this one's an older route to Vijaynagar and there's a new trail which will make the journey much easier. We were relieved to know that, but still rode a few meters just to see what lies ahead.
তোমালোকে অলপ হাইক কৰা अच्छा रास्ता है ए मन ভাল रास्ता बोला यार बहुत ही रास्ता अच्छा है बहुत अच्छा है नया रास्ता बना है बहुत अच्छा है
The river crossing didn't look very promising, so we decided to turn around and take the other way as suggested by the local. Turning around the bike at this terrain was a task in itself, but we gave it all in the hope of finding a better route to our destination. The advantage of an X-Pulse was clearly felt. It was so light and easy to maneuver compared to an Enfield. Sanjay was the last one to cross, but his front tire stepped on a big boulder and he lost control and fell. Finally everyone, except Abhik, checked the box to fall at least once on this trip. Next we had to ride through a paddy field. There were tractor leaks and we followed the same. We weren't very sure where it would lead us, but we kept on following the trail in hope of finding someone to ask for the directions. As noon passed, the sun's rays began to turn the paddy fields and mountains a beautiful golden, a view that sparked our curiosity, which kept us going. The fields ended and it felt like we were riding through a jungle area due to the occasional sighting of mithuns. But the river crossings didn't seem to end. We were soon greeted by another. It kept us in awe thinking about the daily life of the locals, and here in the city we complain about such small things. We were enjoying the ride as we were on vacation, but to think of it as a daily commute would be crazy, right? By then, we were a little exhausted, tired, and unable to decide if we should keep going or turn around as the sun was about to set in an hour or two. We crossed path with a gentleman on his tractor who told us that Vijaynagar was still a kilometer or two ahead and it would be dark by the time we returned. So we decided to turn around and head towards Mazgaon village.
अभी हम लोग सीधा जाएगा ना ठीक है
एकदम लास्ट तक सीधा चले जाओ
थैंक यू
पूछ लेना किसी को
ठीक है
Thank you.
We take a short break at Mazgaon village, interact with a few kids who were playing football, and sit for a while to enjoy a beautiful sunset. The mountain peaks were turning crimson, and the silence in the air was so relaxing that the stunning view somehow made all our tiredness and exhaustion simply melt away. Wonderful memories to cherish for a long time. Soon it was about to get dark. After spending a lovely time at Mazgaon village, though only for a while, we were ready to head back to the circuit house. Road construction work was ongoing and we hoped the road would be better, but we had one final test, a water crossing that had grown stronger as the day was about to end. It was the longest one of the day and also quite deep. The tricky part was that it seemed we need to head straight to get onto the road, but had to take a right turn thanks to a local who informed us, or else we might have landed us into trouble. Finally, only Sanjay was left to cross, and eventually he did. We were quite relieved that everyone crossed safely without a fall. Soon we hit tarmac and reached the circuit house in some time. We reached back park our bikes, freshen up and refill the tanks with some petrol that we had bought from a shop nearby, while Sanjay was already in the kitchen starting to cook dinner. He cooked his signature duck curry as a treat for everyone at the guest house. We joined him with our drinks at the kitchen itself, which was warm because of the fire and felt quite good. Soon food was served. It was delicious and everyone enjoyed the meal, reminded us of home. After a heartfelt dinner, it was time for bed, as the next morning we had a long ride back. Our morning began with a beautiful sunrise as we all woke up early, packed our luggage and had a hot cup of tea to shake off our sleepiness before a long day of riding. But before leaving, we ride to the end of the road and the general playground to click some photos with our bikes as a memory. Vijaynagar was definitely one of the toughest, but also one of the most rewarding ride for us. Glad that everyone could make it up to here safely and also being able to share this with everyone out there. Now before we leave, we head back to the circuit house one more time to bid goodbye to Ajay and the boys and then leave with a happy heart. Riding back with lots of wonderful memories of this beautiful remote town in Arunachal Pradesh. Vijaynagar is definitely one of my most favorite places in Arunachal so far. We reached Miao late in the evening, spent the night at a guest house and rode back home to Tinsukia the next morning. Hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers to more rides and discovering new places. Stay tuned.